Time to bring it all home with our final hot trade, the cannabis craze. Stocks in this group have been lighting up. Shares of U.S.-based Grow Generation, Hydrofarm, and Green Thumb finishing mixed today, but all higher on the week by at least 7%. So can this sector continue to catch fire? Let's go to Tim. He's all in on the cannabis trade. He is long a number of the stocks and is a portfolio manager of a cannabis ETF. Also sits on the advisory boards for cannabis companies. All of Tim's disclosures are on our website, fast.cnbc.com. Tim, this is an area where you are an expert when it comes to trading. I am a novice when it comes to everything in this area. So if you don't know much about cannabis and the cannabis trade, what are the fundamentals that are driving stock decisions right now in this group?
Really important. Great question, because, Courtney, there's a macro trade that I think a lot of our audience knows, that there's legalization that's going on state by state around the country, and that eventually there's federal legislation to come. And that's been a driver. So certainly part of the reason you're interested in this asset class is the addressable market is growing dramatically. You have a case here where I do think we're going to get federal legislation that will bring in a lot of institutional money. So right now, a lot of the biggest investors in the world can't really invest here. So as an investor, if you buy an ETF, or if you buy any of those names, those three names are in my ETF. Those are all names that, first of all, big institutions can largely own because they don't touch the plant, with the exception of Green Thumb. But if you look at more overall, once institutions were allowed to buy this sector, it's going to lift the boat of all these valuations. I think the most important dynamic here is this is a hyper growth industry. So the top 5 or 6 companies in the space have grown their top line somewhere between 50 and 60% on an annualized basis. And the profitability that was a big challenge for the industry in 2017, 2018, and even early 2019, these are profitable companies. And in many cases, they're on their second or third management team. So it's an exciting time to invest here.
Can I ask you quickly, Tim, before we go to the other traders, then, if it's a hyper-growth industry, what is the biggest risk? Is it the regulation, or is that a barrier that's coming down?
I think your biggest risk is company by company, and have they the right business model, for example, playing for interstate commerce or playing for not touching the plant, or that's, you'd have to find the right companies, and I would just say they're younger companies. So as you would in any sector, find great management teams. Look, this is happening. It's not about when, it's about how much and how big, and this is going to be sophisticated CPG, just like spirits, just like tobacco, just like pharma. There you go.
We don't have a lot of time left, but I want to bring in our other traders. Victoria, what do you make of the cannabis trade?
Yeah, so I will tell you the majority of our equity assets actually have a values-based screen on them where we can't invest in cannabis stocks. But taking a broader look, we really have to think some of these companies that we're mentioning right now, we wonder if as time goes on, do they get incorporated into larger companies, some of maybe the tobacco companies that know how to deal with the regulation, the capital-rich environment, and they already produce and distribute these products to consumers. I would be watching that space.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.